Greetings, this is Warrior King, and the time has come for the lions and the lioness to tell their own story. This is the lion's voice. Give thanks and praise for the wonderful blessing that's been poured on me. Give thanks and praise. Jah use a yet an instrument to set the people free. Jah give her the powers to chant. Jah give her the powers to chant. Rastafari, the lion's voice.
And we say greetings, this is Kabanka Pyramid representing the Lion Voice vlog. Make sure that them check it out and stay tuned. See you? Rastafari blessings every time.
We want people who want to see, who are bored with what's going on right now and want to see the next level, who want to see the slums of gardens. And we're starting a movement here in reasoning with Rasta Buki from Life Yard. We're looking at all of these communities in Kingston and we're seeing that most of them are gardens, Parade Gardens, Tivoli Gardens, Arnett Gardens, all of these, we realize it's garden and pen run most of the place. You'll see it in the reasoning. So, in meditating, I have a brethren, big up DJ Rebellion, him text me a thing named Ghettos to Gardens. I have a song, Mama Africa, I did. In the 2000, maybe 15, 16s, where I'm singing about, turning slums into gardens. And then now with this reason with Rasta Buki, I realize where we have to go with this. Garrison to gardens. You understand? Because Jamaica, they call the ghetto the garrison. Garrison to gardens, a nice alliteration that we can work with. So I'll be talking to Sabuki and we're really looking at this urban agriculture movement in Jamaica, how we can transform these garrisons. And I'll be, presenting this to the RMO, Rastafari Mansion and Organization, in terms of one of the strategic initiatives for I&I and part of the public outreach, because this is also part of our drive to food sovereignty that we have to make. And to make Jamaica food secure, we need to transform these garrisons into urban agricultural oases.
The year is 1892, and the land of Ethiopia has been experiencing 4 years of terrible famine and drought. They call it the Kikuken, or the evil days. At least 1/3 of the human population and 90% of the cattle have died. The hyenas have feasted on so many carcasses that they have become overweight and barely able to move. Just when the people could take no more of the evil days, a woman named Wasiro Yeshimabet is giving birth in a place called Urgersa Gora. This is her 9th attempt to bring forth new life. Her previous 8 attempts only resulted in death. Will this child live? Thankfully, a healthy baby boy is born. His first cries are drowned by thunder and lightning flashes across the night sky. The heavens open up and torrential rain starts to fall. Ethiopia's drought is over, and the baby boy is given the name Tafari, meaning one to be feared or respected. LIDJ Tafari's father, Ras Tafari, is a very important man in 1892 Ethiopia. Although he is overjoyed at the birth of his newborn son, he cannot spend much time with him. Ras Tafari is the governor of Harar and must get back to the famous walled city to deal with its affairs. Furthermore, he is the foreign minister of Ethiopia, and having traveled to different places in Europe, he is very aware of the material and military advances they have made and the looming threats they pose to his country. Ras Tafari knows that the majority of Ethiopians have no idea what is coming, and that he has to work that much harder to secure the realm. LIDJ Tafari would grow up to become the legendary emperor, Haile Selassie I. To understand his journey, we must first understand the Ethiopia that he was inheriting, and what it was like when he was born in 1892. Get your copy of Kwesi Bansu's book, Haile Selassie I, Ethiopia, Volume 1, The Rise of the Priestly Warrior Kings, and increase your knowledge about the history, politics, and culture of Ethiopia in 1892, and how it connects to to the rest of African and world history at the time. Haile Selassie I, Ethiopia, Volume 1 is available for purchase at www.bookmanexpress.pub. Please visit for more information.
What is the Lion Pride all about? We are about the change that we want to see. We are about the establishment of Zion on earth, heaven on earth, an alternative to Babylon, whatever you want to call it. But we are about that action that's going to lead us to a new horizon. The Lion Pride, we're tired of the petty differences. Lion Pride, we don't find enjoyment. We're bored by the back and forth and all these things. We're about progress. We're about Africa, repatriation, development. So if that sounds like the I, join us on the Lion Pride. Subscribe, become part of the Patreon, and we're all about the action here. And I wanna today's episode, and forgive I for the long intro, but today's episode we are going to talk about just my thoughts while being here in Jamaica, my place of birth, you know what I mean, moving around the people, seeing the vibration here. I just want to share in real time where the Irish are. One of the things that I am seeing, and this is something that we're going to be addressing head on this platform. We've already started, but it just solidified the need to deal with that, is the generation gap. You know, we're seeing aging Rastafari population at the gatherings, just the interest. We know whole heap of young Rastafari are out there. We are bringing them on the platform. We've connected with the next generation of Rastafari, so you're going to see a lot more of them on the platform. But the generation gap, family, is so massive, in meaning the youth, young Rastafari, not connecting regularly to do works with the elder foundation generations. And many of that generation is passing away right now. Many are still there. Even myself, you know, to the foundation generation, they look to I as youth. You know what I mean? But when you look on my gray, now my beard, you have youths calling me elder. I had a joke with Norrisman, because all Norrisman who's older than I call I elder. But we're not elders, you know, we are the Rastafari adults, you know. And I want to just normalize I blocking that sound, because we need that adult 40 to 60 range, you know. That is really your wisdom and execution. That's the pinnacle of, you know, your youthful energy and your ability to execute, you know, your vision. That's when most men, even in the Babylon world, where they peak in terms of wealth and influence, between 40 and 60. So I and I are in that realm, but we have 20 to 40 where we not see them at gatherings. We're not seeing their input. We're not hearing their voice other than in music. If you're in the music and you tap in, you hear young Rastafari artists, but where's the translation in terms of all of the other aspects of Rastafari life? Are we seeing them? So that is very concerning, because the youth are the future. The other thing is, when you go among these youths, you know, you see there's a lack of direction, meaning they're surviving, they're doing what they must do, and we give thanks and them heal His Majesty Haile Selassie I. They're not organizing into institutions, however, you know. Big up Life Yard, Rasta Buki. Spend some time. We have an exclusive reasoning with myself, Rasta Buki, Empress Tiana, the young sister, and Dr. Kadamawi Knife. We seat up at Dr. Kadamawi Knife residence and reason about this same topic and others. That's exclusive coming to the channel. So if you love Dr. Knife, big up Lion Pride and Patreon member who came to the family and said, you know, There's a poll when you join the Lion Pride on Patreon. You have an opportunity to share what you want to see. There's a poll at Patreon makes you fill out, and one of the things that this sister said was more Dr. Knife, and so I made sure on this trip that we went and see it up. So we have Dr. Knife on the way. Definitely look forward to sharing this and just talking about youth and what we need to do, forward thinking reasonings, because we're going to have more future forecasting on this channel as well, reasoning with ones about what does the Rastafari future look like if there are no obstacles. We want to see the vision emerge, because the prophecy said that the New Jerusalem, Zion and earth would descend from the heavens. In Rastafari, our thoughts are our heavens. Positive thoughts represent the heavens. So we have to start to talk about it. We visualize it individually in our vision. We chant about it. A lot of the Nyabingi chants, are chanting of this Zion to come. We now need to reason about it. Next step after reasoning, we need to organize and we need to manifest it, which is already happening. We have an exclusive interview with Bingi Sean from Habisha, and we're going to be talking about the Kazi project. This is second reasoning with Bingi Sean on the channel, but we have the proof of concept here. So that is the next thing I want to explain with the Lion Pride. When you're a part of the Lion Pride, you are part of something that is unfolding. This is not just a theoretical, we come and we talk and we amass a big audience and you see me sit down, see me when me there. No, this is you're watching the evolution and the building of what we're talking about. You're seeing connections being made in real time. You see me interview someone, then you see me at them place, then you see me connect them with someone else, then you see them start the work. You know what I mean? That is the Lion Pride. Lion Pride is active. We're actionists with a vision and a goal and a mission, and we're active. So again, if that sounds like you have a skill, you have a talent, you want to tap in, become part of the Lion Pride. So when people say, what is Rastafari doing, or what organization or what institution do you belong to, you can say, I am part of the Lion Pride, and we have over 700 videos now on the platform to show the works and the connections that are being made, and the IMC, as we go along. You may see other ones and then you see them on the platform. There's no one in Rastafari that we will not reason with once they're doing positive work. Mix up, I'm gonna mix this channel. So if you love the mix up and the blender, this is probably not the platform. You're probably not a Lion Pride worthy person, because we don't want everybody in the Lion Pride to come loosey goosey up a thing. Lion Chad. We want people who want to see, who are bored with what's going on right now and want to see the next level, who want to see the slums of gardens. And we're starting a movement here in reasoning with Rasta Buki from Life Yard. We're looking at all of these communities in Kingston, and we're seeing that most of them are gardens, Parade Gardens, Tivoli Gardens, Arnett Gardens, all of these, we realize it's garden and pen run most of the place. You'll see it in the reasoning. So, in meditating, I have a brethren, big up DJ Rebellion, him text me a thing named Ghettos to Gardens. I have a song, Mama Africa, I did, in the 2000, maybe 15, 16s, where I'm singing about, turning slums into gardens. And then now with this reason with Rasta Buki, I realize where we have to go with this. Garrison to Gardens. You understand? Because Jamaica, they call the ghetto the Garrison. Garrison to Gardens. A nice alliteration that we can work with. So I'll be talking to Sabuki, and we're really looking at this urban agriculture movement in Jamaica. How we can transform these garrisons. And I'll be presenting this to the RMO, Rastafari Mansion and Organization, in terms of one of the strategic initiatives for I&I, and part of the public outreach, because this is also part of our drive to food sovereignty that we have to make. And to make Jamaica food secure, we need to transform these garrisons into urban agricultural oases.
Yo. I'm here writing all these modern scrolls. Has a redemption for bloodshed on Sodom Road. Stories that trigger happy now to shot all of his foes. This is the outcome of 500 years down here in the West. Mothers forced to manual labor with no rest. The cost of living in the West is leaving us penniless. Loudly I hear the cries of my peoples being released out of cages of desert eagles, leaving the victim garment see-through. If you overstand the level, he who feels it knows the down pressure of the devil. Cause the Pope in the fire, Gideon black rebels. My sword is my word manifested in flesh. Blessed to get a youth the homeless with a place to rest. Selassie say clothes the naked, shelter for the shelterless. Babylon you can't govern because your heart is too dirty. Behold the lion of Judah, he get low this worthy.
So heal his majesty. Heal him, King of glory. Heal him, might of the Trinity. Rastafari crown every African priest. So heal his majesty. Heal him, King of glory. Heal him, might of the Trinity. Rastafari crown every African free. I'm Bessa, trample the down presser. Work for the youths, the mothers, the ancestors. Bad situation must get better. Weak by ourselves, but we must stand together. Stop eating deaders, grow out your dreaders. You need your locks like the chicken needs its feathers. Chant forever, the king reigns forever. Don't get caught in the Babylon pleasure. Watch the flames get redder, chains get scarcer. Lock down the planes and you're stuck in the area. When Wall Street crashed, the foolish passed. The wise man up in the hills with his store to last. There's more to grasp in this life than just horse with ass. Stores of cash and you blinking when the poor man passed. It's never too small to share, food or gear. I'm a Gideon, are you prepared? I move to kick and I move to snare. Two things that don't move me is doubt and fear. Cause the great king is everywhere, in water and land, in man and air. So heal his majesty. Heal him, King of glory. Heal him, might of the Trinity. Rastafari crown every African priest. Heal his majesty. Heal him, King of glory. Heal him, might of the Trinity. Rastafari crown every African free. Inequality, so while you pagan heart, it don't bother me. Come follow me to the promised land. Hail the Almighty in a man. Mama Ethiopia will always stand. Tell them truth and right shall stand. No